So my favorite time of year is fast approaching. Winter. Now most people get depressed about that, but for me, snowboarding has always been my passion. So let's get ready. I'm super hyped. Dude, so last year what ended up happening is I didn't get a season pass. So every year I end up getting one. But last year, because of everything that was going on in the world, pretty much something I can't mention on YouTube without getting demonetized, I did not get one, and I kind of did different stuff around the streets, or rode backcountry, and didn't really film much of it. I didn't start filming my vlog until January, and quite honestly, I did a lot more surfing last winter than I did snowboarding. So this year, I said, let's pony up, let's get a season pass, and I thought a lot about it, and pretty much where to go, who to go with, and I decided to go with the evil corporation of Vail this year and get the Epic Pass. Reason I did that is because I have access to a lot more mountains, and I primarily ride in New Hampshire, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there. Looks like Wildcats opening day is on November 19th. We'll see if it happens, but we're hoping for a great winter, and there's a chance for possibly a historic snowstorm right around Thanksgiving. So I'm super duper hyped. Can't wait to get out there, and I hope to see some of you on the hill. Peace. So today I want to talk about the different snowboard setups I'm going to use for the season. So the reason I have a few different setups depends on conditions, riding style, length, and basically what I want to be doing for the day. This board is an older version of the Capita Scott Stevens Pro. The board is a predominantly reverse camber profile. It's flat camber in between the binding inserts, then goes reverse camber after the bindings with flat kick, as Capita calls it, on the nose and tail, which creates a nice pressing surface. The board comes with a sintered base, which makes it a little bit faster. You gotta wax it a little bit more. I have it set up with Ride LX series bindings. Pretty simple setup, but the bindings are durable, they're light. In general, what I use this board for nowadays is some park, early season riding, and streets. It's a 155 millimeter, and I really do like this board. I used it for quite a few seasons, kind of my do anything board. And it really does do anything quite well. The flex sits kind of in the middle at a 5.5. And if you've ridden any other Capita boards such as an Ultrafear, this is a little bit stiffer than the Ultrafear, but I didn't really notice too much of a difference. But yeah, if you're interested in this board, it's the Capita Scott Stevens. Go pick it up. The newer models have the exact same camber profile and flex properties. Love this thing. Next board is an oldie but a goodie. It's the DC MLF. So this board is predominantly an old-fashioned camber board. It's a little bit on the stiffer side. I'd say it's a 6 out of 10. In stiffness, maybe a 6.5. Set up on this board, I have Union Forces. These force bindings have been through the ringer, as you can see. A little bit of foam is showing through here, but they still do the job. The board comes with a centered base, again, which makes it fast. And what I use this board for is bigger park features. Because of its stiff flex and its camber profile, this board has a lot of power, has a lot of pop, and holds its edge very well in the northeast kind of conditions that we have. So I use this on bigger jumps that are like 30, 40 plus. I like to bring this through bigger parks that you would see at like Killington or like Sunday River, things like that. This is the board that I use for big boy stuff. I really do love this board. I don't use it enough. But hopefully this season, by going to different mountains like Attitash, Wildcat doesn't have a park, but Attitash, Sunapee, Mount Snow, Stowe possibly, that I'll be whipping this thing out a little bit more in places like Corinthia. It's an older board, but I haven't used it that much, so hopefully get some more laps on it this season. Finally, onto the last board that I'll be riding this season. This is a 20/2021 Capita Ultrafear, and it's set up with Union Contact Pro bindings. This is an ultralight setup, mainly because of the bindings. So like Capita Ultrafears in the past, it is flat between the bindings, reverse camber afterwards, with flat kicks on the nose and tail. So some unique qualities about this board is some cork inlay along the sidewall, which helps with impact protection and absorbs some vibration off the snow. Also, the nose and tail has a very unique shape to it, which makes it look aggressive and also cuts through the snow pretty nicely. The base is centered, which helps with speed and keeps you going fast even in the worst conditions. And the flex rating is right around a 5. I got this board in 153, so as it breaks in, it'll actually become a little bit softer, probably around a 4.5. So I've had quite a few of these boards in the past. I really like the Capita Ultrafear. I think it's a great board for the park, great board for rail riding, great board in the streets. If you're looking for something a little bit softer out of the gate, look at the Capita Horoscope, which is also now known as the Pathfinder. It's available on camber or reverse camber, at least on the Pathfinder. The Horoscope was only reverse camber. At least this season, I look forward to riding this as much as possible, and, just love these boards. Capita Ultrafear has definitely been a staple in my collection for many years. I have a few different versions of it. Ever since it's come out, it's just been one of those staples in my collection. It does everything I want a board to do at a shorter side cut. Yeah, man, it's and ladies, it's just definitely one of those boards that does it for me. It hits me right in the sweet spot. So if you're interested, leave something in the comments about it. If you ride this board too, share the hype. But yeah, man, look forward to seeing you out there. So those are my setups this winter, and I look forward to as many days as I can get out there riding. And I look forward to seeing some of you out there too. In the comments down below, write what your setup is, or setups if you have multiple. Anyways, if you're new here, thanks for watching. And if you're returning and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay rad.